Good morning, honorable members of parliament. Sit down. Well, firstly, I apologize to interrupt this fiery session of yours because 10 minutes actually threatened me my career. Because I thought, youth parliament probably, it would be about youth issues or literal education issues. But the level of work you have done, the level of research you have done, definitely politicians will feel threatened of you. But I seriously have some queries, more than something to talk about. After seeing the enthusiasm, after seeing the numbers here, after seeing your interest in the attire, after seeing your quorum in the session, on how one speaker is talking and the last person sitting in the last row also is thumping and supporting both their own parties, and at the interest which you've done with research for, my question to you is, how many of you actually seriously want to pursue a political career? Bureaucracy, engineering, medicine, academics, sports, farming. I'm trying to ask all the sections. Trade, business. Oh, maximum number. This is a capital parliament. But definitely that's needed too. That's needed too. Why I tried to ask you is, what exactly as youth we envision our contribution to the system? How do we see it as? Now you've done your research, now you've done your specific question and answers. With all the numbers you've had numbers about MSMEs, right? About the industries, on how the skilled workers are being paid. These were the numbers which you spoke about. You spoke about what the government has done for the industry sector or for the GDP. Does any one of you have the accurate numbers of the voting percentage of our nation? Or the parliament? 100%? 90? 80? 70? Some constituencies. Some educated elite constituencies of our cities also are 55, 60, 65. So where are the remaining numbers? Not on the papers. Somewhere we fail to bring our vision in action. That is called as participatory democracy. You've heard of this word, participatory democracy? Today, at the outset, I should thank Chairman Garu for keeping this platform, which as students in our schooling, we did not have this opportunity, this platform to actually stand and talk. Because when you are picking up a subject and you're talking about it, you have a thorough research about it, you build an opinion for yourself. And what this nation needs today is policy making. What this house has to reflect, what even our house of assemblies or parliaments have to reflect, that the nation runs with policy making, be it agriculture, be it IT, be it industry. Politicians cannot run with name calling or with slander, because if the businessmen have to run the economy, if a farmer has to do agriculture, even if the soldiers have to protect the nation, there has to be policies. And we see how our governments build policies. be it in budgets or even beyond budgets, how we bring or amend new acts accordingly. But have you heard of demographic dividend? Demographic dividend. Anyone? What do I mean demographic dividend? It is you, the young force of this nation. Whichever profession you choose, you do not have the guilt that because as a politician, if I've asked how many of you want to join politics, only few may have raised your hand. But remember, the point is not about the profession. The point is about the enhancing of the quality of leadership. Whichever profession you choose, you have to inbuild yourself with the leadership quality. You just cannot, if you've done so much of preparation, so much of gadgets or so much of papers, from papers to mobile phones, from mobile phones to your iPads, to your laptops. System is evolving, generation is evolving, society is evolving. Competition has to be healthy. You know, this morning when I actually, before coming here, yesterday, because I am from the opposition party, we've put up a press conference on the ruling government. The motivation what your institution gives is actually very important. Apart from your curriculum activity, apart from your academics or your notebooks, if the teachers, your chairman is spending time here, that is acknowledging the quality in you and bringing out the best in you. In your whole life, you search for such kind of a force who gives their little finger that you can actually hold and rise up to that level. That movement is actually important. Why I tell you is, I have a party leader, my party leader, I believe you know his name, KTR. Yesterday evening he tweeted, on the press conference I kept, I believe he's got some 4 million followers, and he's tweeted, "Great expose Krishank." On my press conference, he actually tweeted, "Great expose Krishank." Now what happens? All those across the nation or across the state following him will actually know that there is a party guy, Krishank, who's done a good job. That is the motivation. Why I'm telling you is, the inheritance your institution has passed on to you, the opportunities which you've got today, you have to pass it over to the next generation. I know it is too young that, why am I actually talking to the 9, 10th, 11th, 12th students about this? Motivation has to be together. Teamwork is important. Growth cannot be individual. Growth has to be institutional. Institutional. If you are individual, if you fear competition, if you fear that someone is actually better, and you do not want to go for a competition, do you think you actually have the skill in you? No. You can better your skill only when you hold a competition with them. When you do not expect them to be away from the participation or competition, but rather feel that yes, I have to be healthily, ethically better than them. That brings to the point of policy making, research, your ability to learn. Any profession you choose. Now, has any one of you prepared your data based on the regular questions of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? How many of you? All? No. We have gone to the level of reading newspapers and acquiring knowledge to reading the questions of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Because I am here present today in front of the distinguished members of the parliament, let me tell you, whichever profession, whatever business affairs, everything runs based on that parliament. Budget, taxations, chartered accountant, law, doctor, everything, NEET, all this is being discussed. Gone are the days that we are actually waiting for the next day morning newspaper, are we? No. Because in 5 minutes, in hand, you have it on the social media. I'm not talking about the reels on the Instagram. I'm talking about the news on different platforms. So while entertainment is accurate, news is also disseminating quickly. In that competition, first thing what we learn in journalism is accuracy. In law, we learn the legitimacy. In journalism, we learn accuracy. So as a politician, what you need to have? One, fact check. That what you are talking should be truth. Because immediately otherwise, you are pointed out by the opposition. You are criticized by the opposition. So number one, you have to ensure that you have to do fact check. But imagine the Prime Minister stands up and delivers a fiery speech and the opposition is not accurate. They take 1 to 2 days of time, they say, I'm not prepared. What happens? The news shifts, it gets old. The communication spreads. This rebuttal of yours gets late. So you have to be on your fingertips. You have to be quick. So relate this to all your professions, to your academics, because this is the juncture where when you choose a new profession, whatever stream when you step out of this institution, you should have a clear picture. Gone are the days where, parents actually tell us, parents ask us, what do you want to do? You need to have a picture that I want to be this. And for this, I have this path. This has to be a clear picture. I had a picture, I had a dream. I know, when I was in school in 5th standard, my friends still remind me today, they ask me, my teacher asked me, what do you want to be? I said, the President of India. The dream is quite far, quite impossible, but I'm having fun today. I head the social media of my political party, the entire state. I am the official spokesperson of my political party. I get to learn from a leader who's been a chief minister for 10 years, Mr. KCR. For such young age, they take advices, they listen to us, they give us opportunity. I sit in my party's headquarters and give press conferences. I've sat opposite the likes of Rajdeep Sardesai, Arnab Goswami, name any journalist. We have debated opposite them. Why? Because the instinct of making your homework, doing your research, if you have the factuals and the wherewithal, the confidence that what you believe in, right or wrong, believe it strongly and build your subject around it. Why I say right or wrong? See, in a courtroom or even in parliament, two things. Can you expect a counsel, an advocate of an accused go against him? Simultaneously in a parliament, can you expect an opposition to praise the ruling party? No. Or the ruling party praise the opposition? So, first you have to believe in your point and build your case around it. How you build your case around it will convince the people if you're right or wrong. Right? You get my point? You have to understand that while past is our glory, the future of this nation, because now we are talking about Viksit Bharat. For Viksit Bharat, down the line the country needs to understand that how, with turbulence in Pakistan, turbulence in Sri Lanka, disturbance in Afghanistan, and now the recent Sri Lanka. Bangladesh. But around all these neighboring countries is one peaceful and economic growing nation is India. Madam Sheikh Hasina needs asylum, India. Sri Lanka's economy needs Indian business factors. So the point is, this nation has always believed in peace and business. We have seen agriculture also as a sector. But from that, we haven't stopped there. We have rose to the level of, I shouldn't say IT, because now we are talking about AI. From IT, we've grown up to AI. And as Chairman Garu rightly pointed out, name any CEO in the United States of America, his origin is from our state, our country. So this is the production, this is the manufacture of this beautiful land. So from this session, what you have to learn is, whichever country you go, whichever stream you pick in, down the line, when you come to this age, or even much before that, become a leader in your profession. Thank you.